Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. We are down at the house today working on the bonus room floor. It is raining outside off and on all morning, so we decided to come inside and put down some subfloor. We're doing a double layer of subfloor upstairs in the bonus room, just like we did throughout the upstairs of the main part of the house. Upstairs in the main part of the house, we did it because the old diagonal sheeted flooring was kind of sketchy in places. It had been splintered and just loosened up over time, so it wasn't going to provide the smoothest, most structurally sound base for our new hardwood floors. So up there we put a whole layer of 3/4 inch plywood up there, glued and screwed in place. In the bonus room, we've got a steel beam going across, we've got brand new joists, we've got brand new Avantech sheeting on there, but we're going to have some really heavy stuff upstairs. We wanted to provide a little bit more structural support for the floor. We're planning on having a full slate pool table up there. It's a 1940s vintage pool table that we have in the basement of our old house. Planning on putting that up there. That's going to be a lot of weight. And then by the time you put a big sectional couch, all the electronics, foosball and whatever tables up there, and then a bunch of kids or a bunch of adults hanging out up there, it's going to be a lot of weight. So we wanted to make sure that we had an extra strong floor. We've got a really strong foundation underneath it with steel beams and laminated beams and everything else, but we wanted to make sure that the sheeting was equally as strong to take the loads. We didn't have any sagging or anything like that over time. So that's what we're working on upstairs. Amber and her dad Gene are upstairs working right now. We've been up there cleaning, moving subfloor, getting stuff ready to go. The drywallers have been up there, so there was a lot of dust and debris and everything we had to get out of the way. So let's take a run upstairs and see what they're up to, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, so we're walking through the kitchen and into the back entrance here. This is where the back door will go. Here's the butler's pantry and the garage. We got the back hall here, back to the bathroom there. And then going up the bonus room stairs. Really loud up here because of the old shop back. Let's take a look and see what they're up to. He's scraping drywall compound off the floor. And Amber's over here running the shop vac. Getting all the dust and debris and everything off the floor. Doing a great job, babe. Too much of it be outside installing tile in the pool. So we're using the shop vac to get all the dust and everything off the subfloor, because we're gluing and screwing down the new subfloor on top of the Avantech, so we got to make sure that it's dust free. Otherwise you won't get good adhesion on your liquid nails or structural adhesive. So we're going to get that taken care of, and then we're going to start laying down some subfloor. Should go fairly quickly because it's all straight shots all the way across. No real difficult cuts or anything like that. Only time we're going to have to cut really is on either end, as we're staggering the joints, and then over by the stairway we'll have to cut around that. So other than that, we're going to get this thing rolling. So keep watching. Check for knotholes. Yeah, this has definitely the worst side, so we'll glue that one. Okay. Let's take it over and sit it against the window.
Alright, so here we go, trying to place the first sheet of subfloor. Wish we could fast forward to the last one.
Alright, first sheet.
How exciting.
Not as exciting as the last sheet, but
I kind of just said that.
oh, did you? But it's progress.
Here so you can see. Does that just help it adhere better?
It does, yeah. Some biting at the next layer, and then also to avoid squeaks and
Okay.
movement of the sheets later on. What is that? Some sort of junk.
Did it blow in?
I don't know.
I vacuumed, I swear.
It was stuck at the bottom of the sheet.
Oh.
accused of not using enough glue or
I was
screws.
gonna say, yeah, you do a thorough job.
Alright, Gene, so I'll start leaning this down a little bit, and then if you want to just kind of shove it with your foot as we get close to this foot, yeah. Just kind of kick it back, and then as we get down closer to the floor, we'll shove it back this way toward the wall before we let it go. Alright, and now come this way to me. Yep. Okay? Yep. Good?
Good job.
Very nice. Put the screws to it.
All right.
Okay.
Pep App is getting a lesson on how to use this nail gun. I think we're having technical issues.
Sounds pretty sharp and quick. Not too quick though. Put it in mark. Yeah. If you do it a little bit, you get the feel for it. Okay.
We got Jim on the screw gun. Just got done driving the big string screws down into the frame and cover. Go back quickly. That's usually when you've got a big open space to work in and able to use full sheets or half sheets. We're going through, you can see the pencil marks on the sheets where we're locating the screws. Those are for the long ones. That allows us to go clear down to the floor joist below. And we've been driving those home. And then around the outside, we use this Simcoe screw gun. It uses 2-inch collated screws on plastic strips. And that automatically feeds them in and does a real nice job securing the outside edges. We're going about every 6 inches on the outside and every 12 in the center on the joist. How's it going there, hon?
Good. 64 and a fourth.
64 and a quarter on that, huh? All right, excellent. So we'll get ready to cut another sheet and drop that in place. And then we'll take the piece and use it on the other end and keep on rolling.
All right, so the weather has cleared up and it is sunny and no rain, so we decided to switch gears and move outside and work on tile. So Chris is just about to put the very first piece of tile in. I think back buttering is going to be the hardest part with that tile.
Well, it's kind of floppy.
It is floppy. Well, Dad and I can work on that while you're putting the tile on the wall.
6 by 6, you know, that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. We didn't think about that, did we? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Dad, can you get him those blue spacers over there?
2 of them?
Yeah. I don't know how many he needs, but...
Wow, it's making a nice mess.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I think we have to work on our back butter technique. So we
Okay.
Get so much through the
Not so much.
groove.
Okay. is messy. I can tell you're frustrated.
Thanks for recording me.
America needs to know that you do get frustrated a little bit. Every now and then, like the rest of us. You are human. Alright, well, we'll tune in later after we get this figured out.
Amber's cleaning thin set off of the tile that we just got stuck on there. We finally got into a rhythm. We got father-in-law Gene over here back buttering. Doing a fine job, sir.
Land of legs.
Parquet. And
I don't get that.
what? Back butter.
Oh.
Parquet.
Okay.
Land of legs.
Alright.
Come on, honey.
Uh-huh.
And I'm working with the trowel here and applying the thin set and getting her all grooved up, putting on, thumping it, putting the spacers in place. Looking really good so far. Really making the pool come alive. You like the tile, Gene?
Oh, great.
I love it. Can't
Me
wait till
too.
I'm swimming in it.
I know. We're getting close. Keep up the good work, folks.
Okay. Good job, babe.
What do you think, bud?
I think it looks great. So we're gonna get your rubber mallet when we get up to the house.
Yeah, I can just use my hand till it bleeds. Oh, wait, too late.
Are you bleeding?
A little bit.
Lovely. Don't bleed on the tile.
It'll wash off. It's going pretty well, though.
Yeah, it is. We've gotten a lot done.
Took a minute to get in the
I was
groove.
gonna say rocky start.
Well,
we're
just
rolling now.
The back buttering.
Yeah, we just had to get that better.
We had to figure out the precise amount of
Yeah.
butter to use. And it was a little bit too thick, the thin
Right.
set. So
We had
once
to
we
thin-
thinned that down,
Thin out the thin set.
thin the thin set. Not too thin.
No.
It was supposed to,
I'm sorry.
supposed to be peanut butter consistency. It was more like, I don't know.
It's more like crunchy peanut butter, and we need it smooth.
It wasn't crunchy, it was just thick. Really thick. All right, we just finished up our first bucket of thin set. And it's looking really good. What do you think, hon?
It looks really good.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I love it.
Really looks good next to the limestone. And then whether we do light blue or white pool paint, it'll really pop.
Well,
So we're almost to the corner. If we'd had just a little more thin set, we'd have been to the corner there. What do you think, Gene?
Awesome.
Agree.
about 15 feet.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
How long did that take?
Oh, the whole thing we're going to do it in 2 hours, right?
Yeah,
2
that's,
hours,
that's
yeah.
what I was saying, 2 hours. Just a little underestimated. Took us 2 hours to do this.
Yeah. Well, we get better as we go along, you know.
We do.
Get our technique down and
Yeah.
learn just the right amount of back buttering to do. So it's I think we'll go faster the next time.
You mean tonight after dinner?
Yeah, I guess so. All right, we are back from dinner. Finally had to go get ourselves satiated. And while we were gone, this set up nicely. It's really looking good. Speaking of setting, the sun is dropping below the horizon. So we probably don't have an hour to get a little more work done. We want to work on into this corner and then maybe start out this way a little bit. So while the father and daughter team are back buttering tiles, I'm going to start spreading some thin set and get it notched up and ready to apply. We're loving the color. It's really looking good. Loving the color.
All right, so we have turned the corner on this job, literally. Amber's back there working right now, cleaning up the joints in between the sections of tile there, but we worked our way into the corner and got all of the tiles to line up coming around the corner, and now we're working our way down the long side of the pool. So we got 20 feet done, and it's looking really great, and now we're working our way down the long side here. Only another 40 feet to go here, 20 feet on the other end, another 40 feet, but who's counting? It's going great, so we're excited. We're gonna keep plugging away. It's starting to get dark on us, but we're making good headway, so we don't want to slow down yet.
All right, we are wrapping up for the evening. Real happy with the progress overall. Tiles looking great. Nice consistent grout line all the way across here. We're using 3/16 spacers on the top to give us room between the coping and the tile to do a nice caulk. And that'll prevent any sort of cracking on the tile or coping with thermal expansion, freeze and thaw, heat of the summer, anything like that. Amber is cleaning up the last of the grout lines here, getting this all taken care of. Doing a great job, Ed.
Thanks.
Big thanks to Amber's dad, Gene. He's been a big help today as well.
And Mama, don't forget Mama.
Right.
Can't forget Mama. She may not be here helping, but she is at the house
With our children.
wrangling the children, which is she's Unsung Hero of the Day award. Yes, looks great.
All right, so we're going to pack it in for the evening. We've got tools to clean up, mud buckets to wash out, and get all this stuff ready to tackle it again tomorrow. Not sure what the weather's going to hold for us. If we get decent weather, we'll definitely be back in the pool, putting some more tile down, and try to get some more of that knocked out. If it's pouring the rain, we'll be back inside, try to knock out some more of the subfloor in the bonus room. We got about maybe a third of that done today before we switched gears and came out here and worked on the pool. So either way, we'll have something to do. We'll get some more of this stuff knocked out, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.